Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ha-ha! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ha-ha! Here we go! What? 90! Ha-ha! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! Brand 38! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! What? 90! What? Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. Step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand... Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice. And this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future. Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Here we go! White 90! White 90! Hut! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Hut! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Hut! Let's go! Red 38! Hut! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Hut! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Hut! Here we go! Red 38! Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and the team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice habits.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The play clock's running down. They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time running out here on the play clock. They go to Elliott again, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Play clock winding down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Elliott running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Second down following the run.
Let's go!
A second down throw for Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players. It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. And we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Good! Leopard!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Now Wentz on third down. It's caught. Shepard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now a first down following that long gain. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Still on his feet. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And sometimes when you're watching a game, you can actually see drills in effect during a ball game. And what I saw there was what running backs call the gauntlet drill, where they have to go through a series of defenders who are going to hit them, poke at the football, make them bounce, spin, dig for extra yardage, the whole deal. And we saw it there. His running backs coach, he's got to be awfully proud of that run.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got time. He's going to let... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Wentz now on first down. Left side caught by Matthews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had it through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out come the Eagles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Prescott now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Can't find anyone open. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, it's Prescott. Finding time. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now wins. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Elliott, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And they're going to speed things up here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Flag 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd down, Prescott again. His pass caught at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be fielded at the 6. Muscles him off. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the 1st.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Good.
Now Wentz got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On the counter, Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's caring.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. Second down, Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Prescott now. And he comes back with one complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that pick.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go!
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now Wentz. Underneath, this is Bernard. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw, it's Wentz. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for two, but they will remain down by a point. So here we go, still down one score, and here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help him run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia.
boys. Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's got to be great. Game day's coming
here
fast.
we
Let's
go. Green
go on.
39! Green 39! Hot! Here we go now. Blue 90! Hot! Now let's go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Here we go now. Blue 90! Hot! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Now let's go! Green! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hurry up, here we go! 319! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, here we go! 319! Now let's go! 319! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Here we go now! 319!
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
319! Hurry up, here we go! All right, here we go! Blue 90! Hurry up, here we go! 319!
All right, strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. If you guys consistently do that, we're going to win a lot of ball games.
Set! 319! 319! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! right, here we go. 319! 319! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Now let's go! Green 39! Green! Now let's go! 319! 319! Set! 319! 319! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hurry up, here we go! 319! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green! All right, here we go. 319! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue
Hey, big fella, swing on here. Let's go. We've been talking about you getting better.